Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to do chapter number 8 of class 6 history, which is titled as Vital Villages and Thriving Towns. This is our first part. We are going to cover this chapter in two different parts. Now starting with, we are going to talk about the use of iron, how use of iron improved the life of the men of that period. And use of iron can be traced back, it can be tracked back about 3000 years ago, but reflection of its growing use dates back to 2500 years ago. Now, what happened with the use of increased iron, how it helped in development in farming, this is what we are going to see. And flourishing villages are important now because of increase of use of iron, plus there were developmental changes in farming that led to the flourishing villages. And flourishing villages are important because they are the feeding grounds for our cities, for kings and kingdoms. Now look at this picture. This is a very simple picture. This is an axe, and this was important because using of axes was used in clearing the forest, that further could be used as a agriculture ground. Then there was increased use of plowshare. So both using all these things increased the agriculture production. There were other means also, because new transplanting paddy was used, which is what is that we have done it in earlier classes, that rather than putting seeds, first the saplings are being grown up in an area, and then further they are taken into the bigger main field, so that increase the crop production. Then there were different irrigation tools that were being used, that includes canals, wells, tanks, artificial lakes. So the farmers in that period did not only depended on the rainfall. Then this is again we have done earlier in previous chapters, that with the wherever the burial sites were there, megalithic burial sites, we have found the weapons and iron tools which were made up of iron. So this all again tells us that the use of iron was there. Now, having said this, we should understand that because the villages were flourishing, so they were needed and they came as a support system for the kings and kingdoms of that period. So that is very, very important. Flourishing villages, even today in India, are the main feeding baskets for all the entire country, all the different states remains the villages. Now this is an exercise given in your book. It talks about you have to there are blanks given, so you need to talk about over here how they are related. Okay, so these are the points given, and then you have to put it. Labor is provided by the by the people. Farmers also benefit because the crop production certain. Farmers have to increase production to pay taxes. Kings provide money and plan irrigation work for the assistance of farmers. So where will you put them? You should see this. Okay, and here goes the answer. So please do it yourself. Now we will see who all were the people who lived in the villages. We are going to see in two different parts. First we'll talk about south of India. So there were different people, and then we'll go to northern India. So there were different people living in these villages. Now in the southern parts of the subcontinent, we had the large landowners. They were very rich people. They were called Vellalars. Then they were ordinary plowmen. They were not very rich, not very poor. They were known as Ujavas. Then further we had a category of Kadaisiyar and Adimai. So they were the landless farmer. They also included slaves. Now these are the terms which you may find different because they are the Tamil words. Okay, and they had been mentioned in Sangam literature. Now what is Sangam literature? The word Sangam means coming together or coming nearer, and this is also called Sangyo. Sangyo again the same thing, the Sangam literature only is a different name for this. So why do we call it? Because it refers to the age where many Tamil poets and scholars, they would come and discuss and share their work of literature in the assemblies. So Sangam means it's an assembly. It's a combination of people, different people. And in which city were they there? In Madurai. It is in south of India. So this is all about Sangam literature, and you find the mention of these names in Sangam literature. Now we'll come to see who all lived in the northern part of the country. So this table shows that because of the difference in language, the same thing is being used with a different name. Like Vellalar in South India, Northern India, we name it as Gram Bhojka. Then we have Ujavas, then here we have Grahapati, here we have Kadaisiyar, and here we have Daskaramkara. So Gram Bhojka, now we are talking about this, all we have just discussed in southern India. Now we are talking about northern India. So Gram Bhojka in northern India was a village headman, like we had Vellalar in the south. So Gram Bhojka was a village headman and his post was hereditary. Hereditary, you all understand by now that the post will be passed on from father to son, then to his next son. He was the largest landowner and he had slaves also working under him. For king also, he was very important because king used him as a man to collect taxes from the villagers, because nobody would pay taxes. Then you need people, so king would employ people. So he was used by the king for collection of taxes from the villagers, and at times he also functioned as a judge and a policeman. Now after that we had Grahapati, who were the small landowners, but they were independent farmers. They had their land. Then came the next category of Daskaramkara. So they did not own their land, these people, and to earn their living, they used to work on the fields which were owned by the large landowners, or sometimes with them also. So they did not have the land, these Daskaramkaras. Now here we had one more category of craft person, which included blacksmith, porter, carpenter, weaver. So they used to make their living with the use of the skill that they had. So with this we finished the first part. Now we are going to continue in the next part. So please watch it again, like, subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you.